the pink lake isn't pink anymore, and there's a sign that even says why it's not pink anymore.
Good morning from Lucky Bay.
Yeah, so last night we arrived in Esperance, which was lovely, but we had no plan. We didn't know whether we were going to stay in Esperance or drive out, because the closest rest area or free camp is about an hour away. But we decided that that was a little bit too far because we wanted to come to Lucky Bay, which was the other side.
The roads are all sealed, so that was easy. I was expecting there to be some gravel.
Yeah,
like
the whole of South Australia.
All of SA was gravel. Fortunately, there aren't any kangaroos on the beach at the moment.
No.
Did put our feet in the sea. It is freezing. It's cold. But it's not a fair assessment from us because we've acclimatised to 40 degrees and 30 degrees overnight.
Yeah.
Whereas it was cold last night as well, about 15 degrees. So I should guess that the sea is probably only a few degrees above that. It's really pretty. Managed to get the drone up even though it's windy.
Yeah.
So enjoy this section.
If we get stuck, this is our last video. Just here so we can take a photo. Boom.
Dry as shite.
Driving on the beach.
And you've got the case on, so you're allowed to hit shit.
Little Tilly. To ourselves. Tom's flying the drone and it's beautiful. Well, we've had to take a detour to Esperance because we're 5k away, but there's a fire, which we did see on the way in, following these cars, and hopefully it'll take us out around the other side of the fire.
You look cold. So, after our romantic date on Valentine's Day that we only realised about 3 o'clock this afternoon to McDonald's, we've come and driven the Great Ocean Road, and we've come up to Observatory Point Lookout, which means that we can look directly west, uninterrupted by coastline, and hopefully see the sunset. it's getting cold. Like someone's fully dressed in long top and bottoms. I'm starting to struggle a little bit in shorts and a t-shirt.
We're not cut out for this cold life.
No.
Back up north we go.
Good day today, lovely day, visiting all the beaches out east. I think our favourite was probably Wharton Bay. That was really nice, really liked it there. We went back to Lucky Bay to see the kangaroos, and we did manage to find the kangaroos.
It wasn't hard.
It wasn't hard because just find the massive flock of people, and it was kind of like the one at Cape Hillsborough all over again, except obviously these ones naturally come onto the beach and there's pictures and rules everywhere. There's $1,000 fine if you get caught feeding them,
and they do check.
Yeah, because the rangers were there. I think they noticed it was getting a little bit out of hand. There were people sort of chasing the roos with the cameras, and it was again a little bit embarrassed to be part of the human race job with everyone chasing them around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's acceptable to get photos, and there's signs around the place on how to do it. Like, get someone else to take it for you. You stand behind the kangaroo. Someone drops down, and it's like you stood with them.
Yeah.
That wasn't happening. It was the same people that were doing it, just going up to them, like crouching next to the kangaroo, and like reaching their arms towards them. Like, it looked like at one point the kangaroos felt a bit trapped.
Yeah.
And they had a bit of a scuffle with each other, and then tried to run around, but there was a woman in the way trying to film from a different angle. It was a bit messy. I didn't feel very comfortable with it. We got in and took some photos, but we were in there for a grand total of 45 seconds, if that, and just had to get out because we weren't comfortable with it.
Yeah. So guys, if you are watching this and you do want to go to Lucky Bay or any type of place with wild animals, whatever, just please don't do that. Like, don't follow them. If they want to leave, let them leave. Like some of the kangaroos, like one of them ran towards the bushes because he wanted to leave, and like 4 or 5 people just started running after it and cornered it. That was absolutely vile behaviour. Like, that really put a bad taste in my mouth. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
We slated the Hillsborough one. In fact, no, that's a lie. We didn't slate it. We did the reality of, like, just prepare yourself for, there is a ranger, there is a coned off area, but that made it more fair for the kangaroos, which we completely agree with anyway. I think it was brilliant. But you controlled the people better, whereas here, no control for the people, and that's what's ruined it.
Which is really sad. And I'm sure that some people who have had photos with them on the beach, you know, was absolutely fine and they didn't chase them and what have you, but yeah, it's a wild animal.
Lucky Bay, beautiful. Water Bay, beautiful. Little Hellfire, amazing. Had that to ourselves.
Yeah.
And now we're just going to here for the sunset. So we will turn it round because it's actually going down quite quick, and I'm going to put on a time lapse. See how this goes.
Good morning. Today we are doing the Great Ocean Drive. This morning we're going to do fuel. We've done a big woolly shop, cleaned out the fridge. We've just visited the main port of Esperance, which we'll insert some clips here. I'll show the port of Esperance with a big whale tail. Little slide. Go on then, jump off.
Got valuable cargo actually.
So the Great Ocean Drive has got the beaches like the West Beach, Twilight Beach, Blue Haven. So we're just going to go on the drive and stop off where we can. Go for some swims.
Swimming. What's it called, Blue Haven?
often post our lunches with review and whatnot, which is the minority of the time, because the majority of the time we're packed into a tiny car parking space. Which is fine.
We could have one over there. However,
there is the view of the sea there.
It's windy over there.
But it's, yeah, super windy.
So we wouldn't get our stuff cooked properly.
We are currently at Twilight Beach car park, which is very full and it looks very busy down there. So we're having lunch first, then we might go for a dip. And there's an ice cream van over there. Someone knows what that means. We'll do a water refill.
Water management in the bush. Water is life.
20 litres, and then we fill up the 10 litres and the 5 litres. The 5 litres stays in the van with us. 10 litres is easy access, and that one stays difficult access.
But it works. We carry about 40 litres in total, don't we?
With our small bottles as well. And then we fill up small water bottles to put in the fridge, so we've got cold water to drink. Works like a charm. Morning.
Hello there.
So yesterday we had a lovely day beach hopping.
We actually had a time to sit down and relax on the beach, which we haven't done for a very long time. Get some sun cream on and do some sunbaking.
Yeah.
They call it sunbaking here.
Yeah.
So we did that on Twilight Beach.
Yeah.
That was really good. And then we drove an hour, followed the coast road around, finished it off, stopped it just to have a look at 10 Mile Lagoon and places like that. And we've driven to Munglinnup camp area, which is a free camp spot on the side of the road. It's not bad. It was very busy and noisy until late last night, so I didn't sleep the best. The truck decided to pull up at like 11:30 and leave its engine running for a while. But it's what it is. And today we're gonna make the most of the overcastness. And we're gonna drive 3 hours to Bremer Bay, where there's another couple of beaches to have a look at there, on our way to Albany.
Yeah.
So let's go have a look.
Good afternoon.
Hello there.
So we are in Albany. We have been here since last night. We arrived.
Just erasing the codes before we go on a big drive. Nearly done.
We're just putting a rug over a big hole and pretend it's not there. So we arrived yesterday. We didn't go to the gym, did we?
No, it was like 5:30 we got here.
Yeah.
We skipped a day. We were going to have a rest area and then go onwards, but the weather was a bit pants.
Yeah.
So we just made tracks and just got on with it, and we ended up in Albany.
Yeah. So there was a place on Park for Night at Fisherman's End.
Fisherman's Bay, yep. Nice.
And it's no camping. There was no camping signs everywhere. There were a couple of camper vans there. Whether they were staying there or not, I don't know. So we carried on driving around. We found another place which was called...
It's on the jetty, just on the seafront in that.
Oh, on the seafront.
Just not, yeah, right at the front next to one of the hotels.
Yeah.
It was like just a gravelled area.
But again, it was right next to a hotel. It just didn't look secure or quiet. So then we went to
Lower King, where there was another park for night place, again next to a jetty.
Yeah, lots of pelicans, lots of doggos.
Yeah.
There was no camping signs. Normally it would say penalties apply, so we don't want to risk it. There was none of that, so we thought this would be safe to stay in.
There was even a sign on the toilet that said, please don't empty your caravan waste down there. So that's like a good
sign
indicator that, okay, this will probably be fairly safe. Middle of nowhere as well, mind. The nearest house was like 200 metres away.
Yeah. But this morning we were woken up by 2 rangers. When you hear that in the morning, you just...
it ruins your whole day. Whole day ruined. Just... Fuck.
And they do it loud as well.
They did it twice, didn't they, as well?
Twice.
Like, oh no, just stuck my head through the curtains. Like, yeah. 2 girls stood there.
2 lovely girls. They were really, really nice, and they just gave us a leaflet and was like, we're just educating people on campsites within and around Albany, which is better than we're giving you a fine.
Here's a fine.
Which luckily, touch wood, we haven't had just yet. But this is the leaflet. Everything on there is...
campsites around Albany. Okay, look at this big map. This is Albany here. This is 2 hours away. Oh, there's some here. And this is 2 hours away. Oh, there's some here.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And they're all like $44+ a night. And even though that may not seem like a lot, we are working on a budget and we can't afford $40-something a night. Otherwise, we would have just hosteled it. So that was a bit of a kick in the teeth this morning, but it is what it is. It just means that our plans to stay in Albany for a week is not going to be anymore.
However, saying that, today we've turned it around quite quickly. So we moved on from the Rangers. We went and cooked coffee somewhere else.
Where they were.
And then they appeared to tell other people off. They obviously do a round. We went to the gym, smashed a session in quite a poor gym. It wasn't great here. That's another indicator not to stay. Wasn't that good, but still we had a really good session there. Then we had a good laundrette. We did all of our laundry. We were in the van. I got my CV done. You finished off your CV. We went and had lunch up at the War Memorial, and then we went to Mackey's just to sit, get some sort of caramel frappes, and we have applied for our first set of jobs. Not expecting much because the job market is still super competitive, and we're on the working holiday visa. Then obviously with the working holiday visa you can only work 6 months in the same role with the same employer. We're now going to drive out towards Perth to get another free camp spot, but again it's another roadside rest area because there is literally nothing. The other ones are all accessible with 4-wheel drive. We obviously don't have that, and unfortunately Tilly's not doing the best.
Till's not doing too well.
The clutch is on its way. In fact, it's not the clutch, it's the dual mass flywheel is on its way out. It's got bad quickly as well, so it's kind of it's gone downhill quite rapidly in the past 500k. So when we arrived in South Australia, going round from then is sticking really badly. That'll be Alex Tailford. If you're watching, Alex, that will be you, I guarantee it. It started sticking quite badly in second gear, and now it's making a lot of noise. The vibrations into the cab have got a lot worse. No, it wasn't, sorry, it was Daniel Eggett. So if you're watching, Dan, that was you. 1 message, please, not 12. Jokes, love you, brother. It's sticking quite badly in second, and it stinks in reverse.
Oh, it smells
the smell of clutch is so bad. So I've done some late night research to avoid the sleepless nights, and I know that we're not going to get much change out of maybe $2.5k dollars, yeah, which is probably about the going rate, but it's something that we can't really afford at the moment because it will cut this whole thing short by like a month. Not a great thought, really.
No.
So we need to get some work on. Okay, but we'll keep you updated on all of that. We're going to go off to the campsite now because it's 2 hours away, so that's going to put it there at 6:30, which is a bit later than we planned, but
it's not particularly. Hey guys, so we're going to end this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have watched for this long, please do like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to us. But for now, our next vlog will be the southwest region of Australia, so we'll see you there.
I reckon we could even drive on the beach here, but we're not going to. Creaky woodwork.
Dolphins. We've visited, we'll see all the beaches we visited.
We had a good day beach hopping.
Good afternoon.
Hello there.
Let's move that. Let's try it again. And we'll get on to that. Anyway.